Kia ora guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, a little bit more of a brand new setup. It's the first time I'm going to be trying this, so hopefully I can get everything in sync and in order as good as I can. The audio is staying the same. I've still got the microphone, I'm just holding it more now. I don't know why, but let's figure that out as we go. Today's video is a little bit of an interesting one. First thing is first. Congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. They are the Super Bowl champions. I'm filming this. It's been about maybe, I want to say, 10 minutes after the last play. And first thing I'll say, is, to be honest, it's a pretty poor performance from. Actually, it was. It was a pretty poor performance between both teams. The only points scored up until the end of the third was 12 points by Seattle, all field goals. But in all honesty, New England should have probably done a bit better. But they didn't, and that's the way the game goes, right? Yeah, that's it. It is what it is. Congratulations to Seattle Seahawks. Finally got theirs back over New England after all these years. Yeah. Next thing I want to talk about is the big news coming out of the NRL world this evening. Well, the last 24 hours, I suppose. If you're an NRL fan, you've most likely seen it and or heard about it. Payne Haas has officially signed to the South Sydney Rabbitohs as of 2027. So this year will be his last with the Brisbane Broncos. And I can't help but wonder if it was the plan for the last 6 months. Or however long David Fifita has known he was going to South Sydney. I wonder if that was the moment Payne Haas made up his mind to go there as well. With a lot of talk in the world around Tino potentially signing elsewhere up until, I believe, like 4 days ago as of recording this, he decided to stay in Gold Coast. There is a whole world of opportunities for big players like Payne Haas, like Dave Fifita, to move on if no one else moves on and takes up the kind of contract space. South Sydney have made an absolute mockery of the rest of the NRL teams in this off-season. They have signed Dave Fifita, who is at one point in time considered the best second rower in the game. Payne Haas, who for the last 2.5, 3 years has definitely been the greatest pop in the game. And to be honest, South Sydney have absolutely reeled them in, hook, line and sinker. Will they be winning premierships straight away is another question to be asked, right? Because of Cody Walker in South Sydney, who's likely to not play past the season. I think it was a lot of rumours going around saying that he was going to give it up after the end of the season, just gone 2025, but he has been listed as a player and in the pool, I guess. Now Brisbane have a year of just trying to go back to back, obviously, is their first concern. And because you've got the likes of Adam Reynolds, who was, I believe, officially announced this morning that he is not coming back after the end of this season. You've got the like. Then I've got to think about what they do from here on out. It's a big loss for Brisbane. It's probably the biggest loss maybe they've had in maybe ever. I mean, Payne is still in his prime. He is still the best prop in the league, maybe in the world, definitely in the world. And what they do after this season, I'm not sure. They'll have a lot of cap space. Payne Haas was on a decent enough contract where they could potentially start bringing in other players. Now for South Sydney, I think it's a very smart move. I think a lot of South Sydney Rabbitohs supporters were quite heartbroken when it came to Keon Koloamatangi leaving. But, as it were, I think a lot of those same supporters are now understanding why Rabbitohs front office let Keon go. They let him walk. Is because they had this in the works the entire time. And you can't say it's a spur of the moment thing at all. I think the minute Dave Fafita knew he was going, I'm going to assume he rang up Payne Haas and said, let's go. I mean, they were kids. They grew up together. They were inseparable at one point. And then they went their separate ways. Obviously, Dave Fafita doing great things in the Gold Coast. Payne Haas doing even better things in Brisbane. And now they've got a chance to go back to where virtually they are from in Sydney and do what they do best, and that's be the best players in the world. At a club like South Sydney with so much history, so much potential, so much power in both their front and backs, it's a big move. It's a huge move. And I don't think anyone... Oh, well, I mean, Brisbane, if we're being completely honest here, they kept this under wraps. Very much so. I don't think I've seen many people reporting a potential on this at all. Like, whatsoever. And that's interesting to me. Because a big move like Payne Haas, you'd expect a few names to roll out the dirt sheets, right? But nothing. I mean, not that I've seen anyway. There could have been some reports on it, and I just never saw it. To be fair, it had been 2 months since I last posted before the previous video, so who knows? But my point is, yeah, they kept it under wraps. For such a big name, you'd expect a lot more of the rumour mill to be swirling. Best prop in the game. I've said it many a times in this video alone. And, yeah. It's interesting. Again, of course, the other news coming out, Tino Fasul Ma'alawi has decided to re-sign with Gold Coast, and he's staying there. What else is there? There's probably a few things I should be reporting on. Another big one to come out of the behind the scenes life is Dallin Watene-Zelezniak has been training with the reserve grade. Whilst Alofiana Carl-Pereira, AKP, has been training with the first team, which is interesting. I personally probably would have preferred them both to be starting in the first grade, but I mean, Andrew Webster was coach of the year for a reason, right? He knows what he's doing. So maybe he's saying something that we didn't. And for the Warriors fans, just be grateful. I mean, we have so many options in the backline now that it's honestly a blessing, because the Warriors have never had that much depth before, especially in those positions. So we'll take it as it comes, I suppose. Saying that like I'm a Warriors supporter, but you know what? I'm backing the Warriors this year. Bang. I said it. Anyway, yeah. Anything else to talk about? Not particularly, really. I don't think so, anyway. Yeah, I think that's all. Look, once again, guys, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. Hit that subscribe button down the bottom. If you didn't like this video, hit the dislike twice, just so I know. And comment down below what you think of the Payne Haas signing. and let me know. Actually, I want to know. I'm going to put up a video. My next video, which will be in a couple of days, is going to be a predictions video on the ladder of how I think the season will end. So, yes. Leave your suggestions. Leave what you think the ladder is going to look like at the end of the year, and I'll try and feature them in the next video, and I'll give you a wee shout out. Not that it means much from little old me, but yeah, that's all. Thanks very much for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.